Alright, got the GoPro running. Say hello. Hi. Alright, so we got temperature, few magneto checks and stuff. Good. One's good. The spray clutch. Engine RPM running RPM. Check the low. Alright, so it's gonna see if the PM go too slow for whatever reason. Alright, hatches, seatbelts fastened, switches set, T's green, have sufficient fuel, lights are all out. Alright, pick up. So I'm going to pick up, I'm going to go other direction, I think, to keep it clear of the wires. Alright, pick up speed. And climb. Is that your... Yes, correct. Alright, so we need to be 2,200 or 500 feet. That's 300 maybe. So that's about 500 feet. That'll do. We got that's the plant there. What you do, it's an organic plant that produces chemicals for export globally. It's something like they're cooling ponds or osmosis. Oh, okay. Ponds. Waste water, osmosis goes in the evaporator. Something like 30% of the copper that the US market utilises. Like it's a crazy borough. So there's this is the okay. Actually a whole pile of little villages, so there's all sorts of sections of the town. So this is the water treatment. Okay, it's down here. Alright, let's take it the speed up. You have to be back to higher speed of the capacity for that. It also eat. Wait a It's actually a toaster at the back, but it's also got Optus co-located. Alright, yep. But that's a little tiny tower. I did yeah. We put it in the main street of town. Can't kind of see ours. Yep. It's just over there, so you can really can't see it. Alright. See we can get a shot with the town behind. footage of it. Another one. Alright, so we'll come up to 1,800. Keep it clear. Oh, there's that mine sandbox. She's used to things originally in the 1800s, and then in the 70s they went open, and it was a copper line. Oh, the copper, of course, yeah. Mine into the 80s, and then the mine closed. But then from then on, because the type of mineralisation that was here, plant led itself to be used for other copper chemical production. This was a metal production facility. Right. Yeah, so building that big one, is it? My office. Oh, there. Yeah. Okay. Yep. There are. Bearing. Lost my bearings. Yep. Trying to find it in the damn zip under, and then lost it. There we go. Is it the barge that's down in there? The actual mine pool? Yep. It's an all school. Oh. Electric. Yeah. Very deep. It's the chamber group electric. Alright, so which one the There's a big one in the main street there with all the solar panels on the roof. We've got top of that building already up to the tower. Okay. So we'll just change that over. I think what we'll do is I'll go over that side. We'll see if we get a shot that's looking up to the hill. Get an idea of the lay of the land. One of the places in Australia they can do deep diving 365 days of the year. How is it, do you know? Oh, deep enough that they need a big jump. Alright, so where's the hill? Over there, there we go. That will be a good place. So what's this tower we got here? Oh, that's old RF or something, is it? It was originally for the ambulance. Okay, back in the day. But that big house below it was the doctor's house. Righto. Interesting town because parts of it are very well laid out and other parts are sort of just all over the place. And that's just kind of the nice old bridge there. Little village. Yeah, that was what we call Hampton. There was like four. There was and then sort of out in the distance, on the right over there was another. That was Copper House, and there was a section here that was Aberdeen, and there was all these separate townships within town. We came to town because the place has got a very small population and a very large geographical footprint. Cover fibre to the node, and of course they've done a whole crop. Yeah, as they did everywhere they tried that full. Yeah, I think the A6 will go nicely. That all plays. All of it. But if it's and you think we could use another one, we can and we'll do the job. Oh yeah. Alright, so now where's the special house? So just follow that bitumen around here, span up here. But that's the it is, yeah, not awesome house down there. They've built a car park, a viewing car park. Yeah, because there was so many parking on the side of 110 kilometre highway. Yeah. And not looking before they just walk out into traffic. The council a parking ban. Very sensible. I'm going to win right through here, right, eh? I can tell why. Another 97 turbines or something. So another where optic fibre terminates, the one that's on the electronet. See, there's two towers just up in the wind farm here, just on that highest point. There's two towers. Oh, yeah, yep. So the bottom one is the electronet tower, and the top one is what our gear's on. That's where the fibre comes. Okay. There's you can see a substation just through the turbines over here on the back ridge line. Right, yep. Yep. So terminates, and then the run up to those towers, and then we had to just do the last little bit up there. Oh, we'll have a look at that, or we'll have a look at whatever. Aussie broadband used to have their IMAX right on the top of the little hill here. Righto. This same hill. Yes. But we're actually right on top. Right now, but there used to be something up on the very top. Bit of equipment up there for many years. Over there, yeah. Stations over there. I was looking at it. 75 goes through that and continues on, and that's where we jump off the dark fibre. And then they get back from there up to their tower up there, which then links the Roberts down and on to the next wind farm. But then they all optic fibre now, so the tower is still there. And the fibre is still there, so we hopped onto fibre there, then up to the top. So we go up, like, there's a transceiver and a transceiver at Robertstown. How far is that? About 60 something kilometres? 66 or 60? About 60. 60, yeah, okay. But, so, you know, when we first did this area, little town of Mount Bryan, this area was a complete dead zone, no coverage. Aussie Broadband had pulled out, and now they're one fibre. So they've gone from some of the worst internet in the region to one hop fibre. So again, you know, potentially, depending on what we do, there's even, you know, later on, if the trial goes well and they approve and everything else, there's another option there. You're about 4Ks. Yeah, you'd be able to do that with 5 gig lamps. So, or 5 gig. This, there's 5. Yeah. As you can see, it's just wind turbines as far as I can see, all the way on that 275 kV line. Right, so I'm going to go around again so you can get a perspective look at the towers with the potential community targets in the background. Look again over here, just below us to the south side of that. Okay, we'll visit that. Alright, so where's the next one? Here to about your 2 o'clock over to that next main range. So we got the little community down in there where we've got the link quite heavily treed. So we've got a link in there. We've got just a couple of sectors on top of the town hall at one end of the town. Yep. Link back to that tower. So we built our We did the opposite to what retail does. We looked at the underside and built it quickly to some, because in some of these locations we had 100% uptake, but there might have only been 25 houses that could actually see the tower, but we got every single one of them. This one? Yep. That's one of your nice bugle self-sufficient solar and battery, is it? Yep. Fantastic. We've got about 2 mains powered sites in the whole network. Where do you get there? Up along. I love that sort of tower. They're my favourite. Can't quite make out. What sort of vectors are they? Okay. 17s, I think. Water solar. The last lot of towers. Yeah, some very interesting locations to get stuff to. But you know, the gaps in the coverage were, and worked out where the best hills were, and then went the extra mile to get the damn thing on the best hill. Sites in terms of build that we ever did, and then we can just go due east from there straight back to home. Okay, or on a bit of speed. 100 kilometres an hour. We get 110 knots. Is whatever that, I think. About 0.9. 180, yeah, nearly 200 k. This is a stone. Walker's Hall. I've seen a couple like this. In fact, it might have been the same one. All right, go. All right. Yeah, he goes on miles and miles, like Hadrian's Wall. Yeah. What's this we got? Is it a pipeline? Yeah, Goderconnect pipeline. Telstra Tower that's recently sprouted some NBN wireless. This tower down here, you can't get a vehicle within about 100 metres of it. So we carted everything by hand up the last 100 metres, including the concrete in buckets. That was the kind of dedication we put in getting the tower built. And so who are your customers here? Just these farms, are they? Just all around. Either side of this ridge line, very, very underserved by big telco. So again, it was a case of just getting in and getting servicing the people that were not being looked after. So when you came along, you know, they had some pathetic 3G coverage. Yeah, at best. See how close I can get. Something else there. What's that one? That'll be RTK, so GPS base stations. Farmers, precision ag stuff. And if we turning around here and go go now basically in that general direction. But if we go a little bit more to the left, that'll take us back to that other tower point, just up the valley from home. Make out the Telstra Tower and Burrow back over there on the horizon, just about at your 1 o'clock con. Yep, okay. But there's actually 6. Yeah, our other tower is just sort of back around here, probably about your 11. Right ahead. Oh, green. Yeah, it's not bad this year. Last year wasn't too bad. Year before that, she was pretty ordinary.
Yeah, it's just amazing countryside.
Very interesting place to try and get coverage though, because of these north-south.
Yeah, but you've got the hills. I mean,
Yeah.
like Victoria is basically flat. Compared to this. Is this close rise? Yep. Yeah, okay, I see a dot there already. I think that's something on the next, maybe.
We've got an electric link that runs from that tower up there through to this one and then down to Barrel Flat. Site has undergone a significant number of transformations in it. And this one is also all, yeah, so this is also got zone sets.
Alright, there it is.
We got one of our biggest solar setups. This also services part of the town. Part of this end of the town can't see the tower. What's going on there?
Yeah, okay, there's Barrow just there.
Bit of equipment on that tower.
Nice, that was fun.
Yeah, and then we just go down the valley here to my place.
Okay, this is how you get.
Yeah, so we
Wheel tracks.
wheel tracks.
Yep, I can imagine that would be a bit tough.
After a good rain. The bloke driving the twin steer concrete truck up there, I think there were teeth marks in the seat by the time he there.
Oh, there you're right there. Alright. Alright, I reckon we got some good pictures there.
Different perspective of a few sites.
I like that, that was good. I like my trip so far.
Very good.
These greens, that friction, patches, all good. Have efficient.
Neighbour's dog doesn't like it.
right, just a couple of minutes in the cool. Releasing the clutch.